Going on, everyone? My name is HydroxideAnt, and welcome to Background Noise, episode 540. And we are joined by lovely individuals. We are joined by CK.
Hello.
And as you see on screen, Gianna.
It's me.
It's you. For anyone who doesn't know, our typical Saturday routine, if you're watching this not live and you're watching like the YouTube version or a VOD of this stream, Saturdays, CK and I do a Pokemon Yellow Soul Lock, and I am having a whole heck of a lot of fun, and I hope CK is too.
Yeah, it's been good. I've been enjoying it.
Yeah. So we've been doing like, I'll call it like a double header. Like we've been doing Pokemon and then podcasts.
Yeah.
So it's been a lot of fun. So if you're not here to catch the Pokemon part, let me tell you, you're missing some good things. If you had been there for the first 3 streams, you would have heard jokes about an erection for ever, and then it then also died. Yeah. You've heard those jokes, too.
Yeah, I remember those jokes.
Or like all good things that came to an end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had been 4 hours, and I would have had to go to the doctor if it didn't stop.
That was it.
So.
Basically, what we're telling everyone is Tony's now flaccid.
Yeah.
Yeah, flaccid because you killed it. Killed it, CK.
Yeah, I did.
You do this. Not kidding.
Just
you know when you just sometimes you just ride it too hard and it can't keep up. And
Just bends the wrong way and.
Oh no! Don't say that. Bends the wrong way.
East to west instead of north to south. You know what I'm saying?
Well, now I'm just picturing it. It's just a bad time.
Can't picture it truly myself, but I can imagine.
Imagine dragons. Imagine
Mediocre.
wagons.
Mediocre, man. Imagine.
imagine flankins.
Imagine.
Imagine Dragonite.
Oh.
Dragonite keeps getting the shit beat out of it from Giovanni and Go. Can't win.
You can't win?
I can't win that fight, dude.
Why?
Because Giovanni's just too tough.
You want me to try it?
If I had the revives, I'm revive poor at the moment.
That's fair. Next time I'll try it.
Another reason I have
I did it.
to win.
You need to get yourself a Mamoswine. That's why
Maybe this one would be really good.
I do have a Mamoswine, but his team is what is it? It's a Persian, a Groudon, and a Rhyperior.
Oh, I have a Rhyperior too. They're really cool.
I love my Rhyperior, but he's kind of useless in this battle because I need something against the Rhyperior. So, my Rhyperior is my second strongest Pokemon in Go right now, and I have a Dragonite as my first strongest Pokemon. He's just not there. I just keep getting. I almost won. I was like really close to winning the last time I bought, and it was just stolen victory from me.
Just out of grasp.
Yeah.
Just out of reach.
It's sad. You hate to see it.
It hurts, especially because now my Pokemon are dead and I have no revives.
Oh no.
I don't know why I can't get any revives in this game.
Because they want you to pay for it. It's a money-hungry game.
That's fair.
It's like, what aspect of the game are you missing? You won't get it.
Yeah.
Oh, the game must have heard me talking shit because I got 1.
Heard you was
Everybody gets
talking trash.
But like half my Pokemon are dead. And I have 800 Pokemon.
Maybe you should look after them better. I've not played Pokemon Go in a long time. It got too glitchy and I stopped walking places. Kay got a new job and I had the car more often and I didn't need to walk places anymore.
Mm-hmm. I turned the AR feature off immediately because I hate it. But a bunch of our friends play it, so it's been fun to do it with other people.
That's fair.
Yeah, I would not play Pokemon Go if other people were not playing it.
Yeah. No, I used to do it just because I had to walk a lot, so it didn't matter that other people weren't doing it. It was just something to do.
Oh yeah, that's fair. That's actually probably the second scenario in which I would do that.
What's the first? No, I'm kidding.
The first is with the current one where
We have friends in the social
we have
life.
friends who you can socialize with. You know.
And I'm just distracted because now I got another revive. 'Cause
Let's
the game
go.
heard me talking shit.
What I've learned is that we need to talk about shit about Gianna's games more often.
Yeah. What other games do you need like luck in and stuff? Because we can hopefully hook you up with that.
I don't know. Maybe Stardew.
Hey Stardew, you're trash.
Hey, Stardew. Tony's gonna come get all your fishes.
Yeah, we'll take your fish.
Yeah, take your fishes.
I hope he doesn't sleep with them. That'd be weird.
It's not currently my thing.
No, currently. I'm open to the possibility that one day.
Like I don't want to close any doors. Okay.
Everybody's got their fetish, and I'm just saying, I've
Yeah.
not tried fishes.
Yeah, I haven't tried it, so I can't tell you it's not my thing. But I'm gonna guess it's not.
Alien weird.
It's funny. Boop, 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 boop.
Tony just won a fight.
Yeah. It was mentally.
Wow, I've never won one of those.
Yeah, it's not easy. It's not easy being cheesy. Am I right, gamers? Gamers.
Gamers.
Gamers. Gamers.
I agree. I'm so glad that we can come to terms on these kind of situations. Exactly.
Gianna, I don't mean to alarm you, but I think Tony might have broke.
Hit the Tony reset button. Oh no, now he broke.
Gonna have to bear with us, everyone. We're just gonna have to turn Tony on and off again.
I'm trying. The reset button's not working.
I'd like to hope you're at least good at the turning on part. No, I can turn him off.
Turn him on. On.
Yeah. What year is it?
It's the year of our Lord and Savior.
It's funny how you can say that every year. Because like people will actually be like the year of our Lord, and it's you can use that for every year, and it's just like it's funny because I'm just like, huh, they say that every year, every year, all of them, non-stop. It never ends. It never ends.
When will one of these saviors finally save us?
You want to go for it?
Yeah, sure.
Tony's gonna take on Giovanni for me, folks.
Oh, where's that? Oh, put it over here. I'm
Couldn't
gonna
get
try
the
it. It's
GoPro
Pokemon Go,
live
so
stream it.
if we could, I would.
I'll give you the play-by-play. What team you gonna send it?
Who they got again?
Last time I fought him, it was Persian, Rhyperior, then Groudon.
Pretty crazy team.
I gotta look at who he got.
I would say Dragonite last because he's my strongest.
He doesn't have like a good matchup against.
No, but he was the hardest
Dragonite.
hitter I have, and that was as far as I got last time. If I got one more power move in on that fight, I would fight Groudon.
So who's first
He would
again?
probably
Persian.
be at least resistant to Groudon, because Groudon would either have a fire or grass. It would either have like Fire Blast or Earthquake or Solar Beam, and Dragonite is resistant to all of those.
Unfortunately, my team is garbage. And I have no Stardust because I powered up useless Pokemon trying to finish challenges.
That's fair.
My brain gets happy chemicals.
Who's the second one?
Rhyperior.
Okay, we're gonna try this.
We're going with Electivire
because he's got low kick for Persian.
for Persian. Then we got Excadrill.
Okay,
Yeah.
can work on
And then Dragonite for Groudon because he's my
Sorry.
We'll
strongest.
try that. I wish we had like,
wish we had better ones.
or just so like the thing about Pokemon Go battling that it's like hard to figure out sometimes is
Don't look good, folks.
no, he doesn't do nearly enough damage. It's crazy. At least we got a charge attack off so we can burn our shield. But I don't think it's gonna happen because
No.
Persian's just too bulky. We just need. I just wish if you had a stronger fighting Pokemon, this would go so much better.
Very unfortunate. My Excadrill is fighting the good fight right now, though.
It's gonna try. Oh no!
You opened up maps.
How did that happen? Yeah, so right now we're doing Pokemon Go fighting, so that's why I'm not talking a lot.
Sorry, I distracted the Tony.
I don't think it's gonna happen though, because we're
No,
still
it's
like
not gonna happen.
really far behind.
I appreciate you trying though.
We're gonna get an Iron Head off or a Metal Claw, whatever this is, on the first thing that comes out here though. Oh, it's a Kingdra,
A
dude.
Kingdra? I haven't played.
We are
Kingdra
so
is
not
good.
ready for a Kingdra.
I was played. My mouse
Dragonite
girl
be good on
done
that.
so well.
Dragonite does
be good on
well.
it.
Yeah, but it's Dragonite just got torn apart.
Well,
Oh, I
that's
didn't even
Kingdra's
see
champion.
Groudon.
I love Kingdra.
Kingdra's good.
King-
Just not when
Kingdra
it's
is-
destroy my Dragonite. Thanks for trying.
Kingdra's one of my favorite.
You don't have any revives,
I
you
have
said?
no revives. Tell me not to spend money on an app.
Didn't spend money on it.
Thank you. I was waiting for Tony to. And he...
I'm just looking at who you have to see if there's anything I could try to do, but like it's just
It ain't gonna happen.
I could try with Ragtag Team one time if you want me to.
Yeah, go for it.
Can't believe it was Kingdra and not
He changed things up.
it's annoying. We're just gonna try with Pokemon. Do you have any healing moves?
No.
Healing items?
I have healing items, but I don't have revives.
But you could use
'Cause your
the thing
Rhyperior
as
is only,
game,
like-
right?
Wait, what's up, CK?
You could use the healing items mid-fight, could you not?
Not in Go.
It's been a while since I played Go.
CK, I'm so sorry. I'm so easily distracted by things in front of me.
It's okay. Why are you apologising?
It's an okay from CK.
I just don't understand why you apologise.
You know, it's my nature to apologize.
No, don't worry about it. DK isn't offended very easily.
Cool. CK is a cool guy. You know that?
I'm aware.
I didn't. I didn't say it myself.
CK stands for a cool guy.
Sure.
I mean, rather embarrassingly, it did actually sound cool kid, but
Cool kid.
Oh.
You are a cool kid.
I'm just gonna try it with a Ragtag Team one time. It's probably not gonna work, but Archeops is fun.
He's tapping away. Tapping away.
It's just that they're so strong.
They're so strong.
It's so hard to break. If you don't have, like, the right Pokemon for it, it's so hard. To die like, if they had, like, 200 more CP.
Yeah.
I can hear the furious tapping. You're really trying.
I am trying to win it for her, but it's hard. Like, we're just out of, like,
Level
the
1.
range for it.
Unlike Tony, I am not good at Pokemon.
Oh, it froze. Oh, no. If I could get one of these off on Kingdra, it would be so good. But he's just going to shield. There's no way we live.
Come on, Bearjack. Aw. Good try.
Does Slacking do no damage?
Basically, slacking sucks.
No, I mean, like, it actually is doing no damage. I don't mean, like, little damage. Is it because it normally has, like, Truant?
Basically. I'm pretty sure that's why.
Yeah, because none of these are hitting. Oh, I tried.
That's so frustrating. Thanks for trying, babe.
Yeah, we really need you to get some better Pokemon.
I really need some Stardust.
I just, like, for example, I have some low CP Pokemon, but, like, they just get their charge attacks really fast. Like, my Greninja, like, is only, like, it's less than 2,500 CP, but, like, it gets its charge attack so fast.
That's it. You get the ones that charge attacks fast. That's what the evolutions are really good for. And then, like I say, my Mammoth one, because it's like the one from the event, so it has I can't remember what the move is, but it does ancient power, so it does it like really fast, and it increases its stats when it uses it.
Yeah, because my Greninja that I have was an event Greninja, or like a community day one, and it got Hydro Cannon. But there's no like drawbacks of Hydro Cannon in Pokemon Go.
If I level up, maybe I can get some Stardust and power up some of my Pokemon.
Yeah, that's a way to go about it.
I don't know. I wanted to be involved with your guys' Pokemon thing, so I was like, let me talk about Pokemon Go.
Now I'm playing Pokemon Go on my account real fast. So I wanted to know what it likes to be a winner again.
Well, you guys are doing well on the Nuzlocke, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's certainly not going bad.
Wow, it could be way worse. We actually have Pokemon.
That's good.
If we didn't have Pokemon, then we'd be like, oh boy.
He's tapping away. He's only going against a Grunt, though, guys, so he's got this in the bag.
Yeah, but it's like sometimes it's like it's a little misleading because it's like they have my Iron Will, they give like little hints of like what type they have in their dialogue. And the first Pokemon though is Skarmory, so like I brought ground types to deal with them, and Skarmory's just tearing through everything because Skarmory is not gonna be weak to that stuff.
Oh, if I could catch a Dino to make up for the Hydreigon that I accidentally transferred,
That'd be nice.
that would be so nice.
Hopefully you can. This guy has like 3 Skarmorys. I'm just closing the app.
Oh god, do you think he has 3 Skarmory?
I actually do think he will. No, he's later on.
Just a little guy.
Galarian's like not little, but like he's not little. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's chunky.
Yeah. The last one's a Napoleon. Again, another steel type, but really not like the steel types you'd imagine.
You know what's the real kicker for not being Giovanni because I have no revives?
No.
The reward for beating Giovanni is 6 max revives.
Yeah.
Ain't that just a kick in the
Ain't
nuts?
that the kicker?
Ain't that just a kick in the nuts?
They know that you'll need them after fighting him.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you fought Giovanni? Oof. Oofta.
And you fought Giovanni, you lived to tell the tale. Here you go. You're gonna need these.
You're gonna need these where you're going.
Some are nice, right?
I hope so. I sure hope so.
Oh wow, an Arcanine.
I like Arcanine.
Arcanine's one of my favorites.
I like the way Wolfglick says his name.
Arcanine.
No. Wolfglick does not say it like that.
Oh, okay. I don't know who you're exactly talking about.
Wolfglick is a professional Pokemon player.
Oh.
It will purposely say Pokemon names wrong to make people upset.
Oh, does he say like Arcaner?
Nope. Arcanine.
Arcanine.
Fucking Ninetales.
My favorite one that he pronounces air quotes wrong is Decidueye. Do you want to know how he pronounces Decidueye?
Deciduigi.
Nope.
Deciduigi.
Nope.
How?
Decky Dewey.
Decky Dewey. Das Decky Dewey.
You know Decky Dewey, Arcanine. I think it's a joke about how like people always argue about how certain Pokemon are pronounced.
Yeah. That would track. You encode your sign is actually Arcanue.
Arcanine what?
You should find it's actually Big Hot Fire though.
Yeah, isn't it just Gigantic Fire Doge? Is that not what it's called?
Yeah, Fire Doge.
Fire Doge?
Oh, Doge. You
Doge
got
died.
Doge. Aw.
The dog that, like, the Doge meme was passed away.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a sad day.
But okay.
Yeah. I'm sad by it. So is Gianna.
I liked Doge. Doge was good. He was a good dog.
So obviously not going to say where this gym is located in Pokemon Go because be extremely doxing. But I think prior to this, I had held this gym for about 180 days.
I was gonna say your gym is not your gym anymore.
Yeah. They can have it for a little bit. Tee. So, it's Tony Yawns. We do have a question of the week, which it is funny that CK mentioned something earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Our question of the week is, what is your nickname and how did you get it? So, first of all, like, I know, for example, like, for me, Tony is a nickname of Anthony. So Tony is a nickname.
Yeah, well, no. Tony's an abbreviation.
Which is a nickname.
Mm,
I would say that qualifies.
Yeah.
But I feel like CK is referring to like a nickname like hey slugger, like a nickname that derives from a story or a silly tale.
I'm the one that came with the question of the week. I can. It's my rules.
So you can shut up.
Putting my foot down, it counts.
Do you have any nicknames that come from silly stories?
Me?
Yeah, you.
No, it's Tony. That was my story that I was gonna do. Is that Tony is short for my first name, Anthony, which a lot of people don't realize my name is Anthony.
Really?
Yes,
Really?
especially in the online space.
Really?
Yes.
Huh. I would think that's one too. Poisonally.
You could have just been a Tony, I suppose.
Yeah, I don't know if that's what people think. They just never got it.
But yeah.
I don't think I've ever met someone named just Tony.
I have.
Have you?
Yep. I went to school with someone who was only Tony.
Huh.
Tony typically is a nickname for Anthony, though.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I gave myself CK. I did it me. I did it myself.
Oh,
I needed a new name.
And what does CK stand for?
So it's my initials.
I thought you said it was like cool kid or
Cool
something.
kid.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was that too. It had a double thing. Because I was about 10 when I came up with it, and I was like, oh, it could be cool kid. But I didn't tell anyone that because it's really cringy. Even as a 10-year-old, I kind of knew it was cringy. But yeah, it's also my nickname. My initial, sorry. Just because for like old video games and stuff, when you had to put in your name, like Christopher was too long.
Mm.
So I had to shorten it.
A lot of games, Anthony was too long as well. So I would mostly be Tony in all my games. Or Ant.
Gianna just fit in a lot of games.
Yeah, because you're 6 letters.
Six
It was like
letters.
6 letters and below.
Yep.
For Anthony was 7.
Antony.
It'd be 6, but I wouldn't be caught dead calling myself that.
That's fair. That's a name too, Anthony.
Yeah, that's not Aunt Tony though.
It's spelled Antony.
I think it's very important about the way you pronounce it.
Yes.
Because I do not like Antony.
I'm sorry.
It sounds like you're listing people. There's like there was
And
somebody
you're like,
and Tony.
Tony. Yeah.
There's Anne, there's Tony, there's
Yeah. If you're saying my name in a list format, I'm okay.
I just know Antony from Queer Eye. He spells it A-O-T-O-N-I.
That's not my name at all.
Nope.
It's
Uber
not?
Italian.
But everyone here is Italian. That's what I've learned.
Yeah. But mine doesn't have an I in it.
Nah,
Blues does, but mine does not.
that's true.
I actually, as a part of this, I hated the name Tony for most of my life.
Yeah.
I remember you saying.
Yeah. I didn't tell anyone until it was way too late. That's not true. My family knew, but my family didn't care, so they still called me Tony.
Yeah. I didn't necessarily hate Chris, but I always preferred Christopher to Chris. But it's too long, and nobody's got the time in the day to say that.
Yeah, I think that was the thing too with Anthony and Tony, is like I preferred being called Anthony. Like even to this day, I think I'd have a preference slightly towards Anthony, but as long as I know you're talking to me, I'm fine.
Yeah.
But online, I'm Tony.
I mean,
That's
but
the-
It's a big
that
part
is
of me.
because that's what you like introduced. I don't know. I can call you Anthony. I don't mind. Like,
No, it's
I
Tony's
was
fine.
introduced to you as Tony.
Yeah, exactly.
But I know
I've
like
been-
Hal's the same. Like Hal is likes being called Hallie, but nobody
Yeah.
calls him that. And it's like, well, I can. Like, it's not a problem. Just, just have to tell me.
Yeah. No, Tony is super fine because I call myself Tony a lot as well.
You
so.
sure do.
But it's not something that bugs me anymore. There was definitely a point in my life where it did.
Yeah.
There is one version of my name that I would definitely. There was one kid who called me it. He called me not Ant. He called me Anth. With like the H sound, the TH sound. Hated it. I'm like, that's so dumb. Why are you calling me this?
Because he wanted to be different. He was wrong, but he wanted to be different.
Yeah. Did not enjoy that.
Anything other names I have? Like, I used to have really short hair when I was a kid. And my brother used to call me Monkey Nut.
Oh. I used to get called Pinky at school for whatever reason.
Pinky?
Pinky.
Like Pinky in the Brain?
Like the color.
Oh.
Because I wore pink a lot. Like, I wore pink one day.
And you were
it
Pinky.
just stuck,
Okay.
And then I never wore pink again for a very long time.
My first thought was Pinky in the Brain.
Yeah.
And I'm like, then who was the brain? If you're Pinky, what are we doing tonight, Brain? It's the same thing we do every night, Pinky.
What are we doing tonight, Gianna? The same thing we do every night. We're going to watch Scooby-Doo and enjoy it.
Well,
We're gonna go watch Bluey. That's actually funny enough. I don't know why it's like the same thing we do every night, Tony.
watch Bluey. We love Bluey.
It's true. It's great.
You want season 3 yet?
I
don't
think
think-
we're finishing up season 2 right now.
Yeah. Yeah, we are definitely we slowed down recently because we just haven't had as much time within the last week or so to watch things. And last time we watched things, Gianna put on what's that called?
Oh, Smiling Friends?
Smiling Friends.
It was like a live stream on YouTube they were doing, and so I was just like, oh, screw it, I'll put on this while Tony's doing other stuff, and then Tony finished his stuff, and I was still watching Smiling Friends, and he was like, what you watching? And I'm like, oh, this really weird show on Adult Swim, and then we started watching it, and it's a weird show, but it makes me laugh.
There are some things that are very funny in the show, but there are things that are just very dumb as well. But I feel like that is what like modern cartoons are for the most part. Bluey, I think, is like the exception.
Yeah.
By the way, but I should say maybe modern American cartoons.
Modern adult cartoons.
Sure. Yeah, I would just say cartoons in general, but
Sometimes
Oh, I wouldn't say the demographics are the same at all.
what?
The demographics are probably very different between the two shows.
What?
Smiling Friends and Bluey.
Yeah, but it's probably the same exact people that watch them.
That's fair.
I don't know. I mean, everyone watches Bluey.
That's what I mean. So like the same person that's watching Smiling Friends definitely is watching Bluey. But I guess it's not necessarily the other way around.
I don't think it's a
Not a
exact
circle.
circle, but I think it's
There's
very
a Venn
close
diagram.
to being circle.
It's a Venn diagram, and there's some overlap.
Very close to being a circle.
Because everyone I know who talks about Bluey is an adult, but I don't talk to kids, so I guess that's maybe not the best sample size.
I'm sure Lyra talks about Bluey.
'Cause, yeah, Lyra probably talks about Bluey all the time.
Not
No,
all the time.
just sometimes.
I mean, I mean, the thing is that she's sort of like she likes it when there's new episodes, but she's seen it all.
Yeah.
She's much more interested in Spider-Man now.
Fair.
Yeah, she is.
Um,
Love Spider-Man.
Yeah,
Spooderman.
when she watches like Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, which is like the Disney Junior one.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really cool because it's got like Peter, Gwen, and Miles in it, all the like spiders.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That's really good. But Miles is her favourite.
Atta girl.
So whenever we play Spider-Man, like it's like I'm Spidey and like Katie's Ghost Spider and like she's Spin because she always wants to be Miles.
She knows what's up.
Which I think is quite nice. Like, I mean, obviously things can change as she actually like develops and stuff. But I think it's a good sign like early on that she's perfectly fine to be like the little black boy. But it's like as a white girl, like it's like, hey, that's nice that you don't do, like make a distinction from
there's
like,
no
color or
like
gender.
Yeah, she is. Well, it's good to know. It's like, oh, okay, you are definitely you don't have racist thoughts, little kid. Good.
You are pure and innocent.
Like it doesn't bother her. She's happy to be the boy, and she's happy. Like because you'd expect that she'd pick like
you would think she'd
but you know.
But she's like, no, Miles is my favorite, and I'm like, man, I think you just got good taste, kid.
Yeah. She's like, I know what's up.
That's it. And I'm very, I always think it's a very big compliment that she makes me Peter. I'm like, yes.
Being Peter's cool though.
Right.
I don't. Is Miles my? Miles might be my. I don't know. It's hard.
I'm really attached to Peter.
Yeah, I think the thing is that I grew up with like my Spider-Man.
I could see if growing up with Miles, like if I grew up when the Into the Spider-Verse movies are coming out, I definitely would have liked Miles better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to say this is the thing. Into the Spider-Verse is the best Spider-Man film there is. Like
I can't really debate that at all.
I would go as far as to say it's the best superhero film ever. Like the first Into Spider-Verse is incredible.
Superhero film. I really liked Iron Man 1. Iron Man 1 is really, really good.
That's certainly a decision.
That's certainly a decision.
Iron Man 1, I think, also just holds like none of the other Marvel things would have ever happened if it wasn't for Iron Man 1.
That's fair.
So I think Iron
Man 1 wouldn't have happened if Marvel wasn't about to go bankrupt.
Yes, exactly. And they had to like make a risk and like buy like transitive property. Things like Into the Spider-Verse and stuff probably would never have happened to.
That's fair.
No.
Because superhero movies wouldn't have been the thing to do if Iron Man wasn't successful.
No.
So I think I do give it a lot of stock in my head because of that.
I think its legacy is better than it as a film.
That's fair. It has also been a very long time since I've seen it. When I saw it, I loved it though.
Oh God, when did that movie come out?
I would guess like 2006 or something.
Those are pretty close guesses.
2008.
Okay, I was gonna say 2005 seems a little too Y2K.
Let's say I've definitely. So I was like 12 when it came out. That makes sense. So I'm like I wasn't very old when.
2008. I'd have been 18.
Wait, that means I was.
It was.
8?
In 2008, I would have been 12.
10 when that movie came out? That's crazy.
Yes.
I could have sworn I was at least in high school.
Not when Iron Man 1 came out.
Yeah, I could have sworn.
No way.
No,
maybe like the first Avengers movie.
Maybe.
Dude, that seems really late. I can't believe I was 18 when the first Iron Man came out. I really would have thought it was earlier than that.
The first Avengers movie was in 2012.
Yeah, that's my first year of high school.
Yeah. So that I would believe is that Avengers came out when you were in high school. Definitely, Iron Man was way before that. I guess not way before because it's only 4 years, but like, there's so much that happened.
God, I try not to think about the passage of time.
It's cool when you look at movies and do it. At least to me. When it comes to my own personal life, no, I don't like to think that.
What other movies came out in 2008?
In 2008? I can look it up.
Do this first, but I've got a follow-on question.
What's your
But
follow-up?
obviously, no. Obviously, do this first. We'll get to it. I'm just letting you know before we get too tangentially your way.
Okay. So, just quickly, The Dark Knight came out in 2008.
Oh, that was the official start of the Marvel vs. DC.
Yes, because that was actually a really good movie.
Twilight came out.
Twilight came out in
Also a
2008.
great movie.
Mamma Mia, Iron Man, like we were talking about. Kung Fu Panda, Tropic Thunder,
Oh, God.
the first Taken movie, Wall-E,
Wally.
Step Brothers, Benjamin Button came out that year, Slumdog Millionaire,
I remember getting Wally for
Death
Christmas.
Race. Cloverfield came out that year. Gran Torino came
Cloverfield
out
was a
that
cool
year.
film.
Yes.
Madagascar 2.
Yeah, I was only naming the important ones.
Hey.
I think it was last week. Shrek 2
Valkyrie.
was 20 years old.
Yeah, I heard that.
But damn.
They hurt. The Wrestler came out that year. That was a good movie. I'm a wrestling fan, though, so that's why I liked it.
You don't mess with the Zohan.
I didn't say that, did it? Oh, God. That was not a good movie.
What an interesting movie the Zohan was. I
Yeah.
watched that movie way too young.
Yeah, so a lot of good movies came out. 2008 was a good movie year. When, like, you have, like, a good movie year for, like, for many different branches of people. Because, like, Twilight came out that year. Mamma Mia came out, the movie. Like, The Dark Knight, Iron Man did. This would have been, like, the only time that, like, I think, like, a DC versus Marvel debate was possible.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like,
Do you
like,
specifically
another...
mean in movies?
Yeah.
I was going to say, I don't think that's been going on a long
Well,
time.
not
before
that it
then.
would be possible, but, like, you could actually have an argument.
Yeah, well, because
it was
it wouldn't
fresh and you
be...
had
What I
two
mean by it wouldn't be
movies.
possible is that, like, as soon as, like, the next few Marvel versus the next few DC movies came out, the discussion was pointless.
Yeah.
Because it was not close.
No, I get that. I just... if you're specifically... talking
DC
movies,
characters
otherwise-
versus Marvel characters are different. Apologies, I meant Marvel MCU versus the DC. I think it was EU. It was called the DC Extended Universe. And The Dark Knight wasn't even a part of the DCEU.
It wasn't, no.
Oh, it was its own thing.
No, yeah, it was its own thing. These are the Christopher Nolan movies.
Nolan trilogies.
Yeah, were its own thing. The DCEU Batman is Ben Affleck.
Oh, interesting.
So that so when you compare the MCU versus the DCEU, the DCEU's best movie is probably Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman was a very good movie.
I loved Wonder Woman, actually.
That was... I think that was the only good one.
I'm just thinking about how funny it is that The Dark Knight came out the same year as Twilight, and now Robert Pattinson is Batman.
That is really funny, actually.
Yep.
I still have not seen that version of Batman. I heard it's good.
It is good. It took a turn. I didn't expect it to be what it was, but I think in the grand scheme of, like, this trilogy or whatever they want to do with that.
Oh, you talking about the card game or the comic? Yeah, sorry. We were talking specifically about movies, Agent. Shazam was good. Actually, you know what? I liked the movie Shazam a lot.
Did
yeah,
not see it.
Shazam was good.
I haven't seen it, but I've heard it's good. I like.
It was good.
What's his name? Zachary Levi.
Yes.
I think he's a cool actor.
Yeah. Shazam was... Because Shazam's... DC. Shazam was very good. So what I will say, though, there was definitely a point in my life where I liked the DC, like, in general, overall, better than Marvel, because I love the Justice League cartoon. That would have, I guess, came out in, like, the 2000s, like, mid-2000s. And I loved that show. Aquaman was a fun movie. Well, if a bit corny. Gotcha. I've seen Aquaman. I agree with that, Agent. So, that's fair.
I'm just going to quickly go pee. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay. It is crazy, though, like, how much of a difference there was between the MCU and the DCEU, though. Like, you would think it would be a lot closer. So this is a very important thing to say, is that, like, the MCU, not every movie was a banger. There were some not great movies in there. But the DC, like, Shazam was good. Shazam was funny. Wonder Woman and Shazam, I think, are the only two movies that I would ever entertain going back and watching from that. There's probably about like 15 Marvel movies I would go back and watch. And I know Marvel came out with way more movies too. But, like, yeah, Thor Dark World, bad. it's really not a good movie.
Thor Love and Thunder was good.
Thor Love and Thunder, good. What was the most recent Thor movie? I'm thinking Thor Ragnarok. I like Thor Ragnarok.
Ragnarok was also good.
Did I see you for Thor Love and Thunder?
It was good.
Did we watch it together?
No.
So I feel like I've seen it, actually, and... Are you sure we didn't?
I'm positive.
Okay.
Who'd you watch it with? No, I'm kidding.
That's why I don't remember who I watched it with. Because I wouldn't have gone to the theaters alone.
No, we definitely were not together when this came out.
When Thor Love and Thunder came out. I thought it was recent.
No.
It was, it was 2022.
2022?
Yeah.
What movie am I thinking of then? Because I remember watching a Thor movie in the hospital when I was in college that I thought was good.
That definitely was not Thor Love and Thunder.
What was the movie that came out?
Are you thinking Thor Ragnarok, like I was saying?
Am I thinking Thor Ragnarok?
It was in 2017. Does Thor fight Hulk in it?
He does the thing where it's like, my disguise, but you can't tell it's me when I do this. And he puts the thing over his face. Let me see the cast list.
I'm back.
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum in it?
Yeah.
Jeff Goldblum played Jeff Goldblum in it? Yeah, you're thinking Thor Ragnarok. Yeah, Thor Ragnarok was awesome.
Yeah, I like Ragnarok.
I think Thor Love and Thunder, did we just watch it, maybe?
I definitely didn't watch Love and Thunder.
Maybe I watched it on my own.
I haven't seen...
I watched it on my own to catch up for the Chaotic Cod Pass for Jurassic Nate and Friendos. That was one of the movies I watched to catch up on movies I hadn't seen. That was it. But I think we might have been together at the time when I did that, but...
I haven't kept up on Marvel since Lyra was born. Because it is too much work.
Yeah, I can see how keeping a small human alive and
Ramen, hello.
And also watching movies would not make for an easy schedule.
Yeah. And Ramen said, yeah, that's Ragnarok. Though the DC animated movies are so... In the animated space, hell yeah, DC's awesome. Because DC, like, alone, with Mark Hamill being Joker... Mark Hamill's Joker and Kevin... Is it Kevin Conway? When he was Batman? Awesome. Kevin Conroy, maybe? I'm probably botching his name one way or the other. But that pairing of Batman and Joker in the animated world, awesome. So good.
I did like the Killing Joke. I saw that in the cinema.
Yep. That would have been the pairing I'm talking about.
I know.
For Batman and Joker.
Why I said it.
Oh, sorry.
I was agreeing.
Yeah. I was like, oh yeah, that's right, yeah.
Have you ever seen footage of Mark Hamill recording his lines for the Joker?
I don't think I have.
You should watch it. Just him in the booth, or he's scarier than most horror actors and stuff. He's proper creepy. You watch it and you're just like, why doesn't Mark Hamill do horror films? It would be brilliant.
I wish that there was some version of like the Joker, where Mark Hamill could have played the Joker like in live action. I think Mark Hamill looks just too much like Mark Hamill.
Yeah, I think.
And everyone will be like, "Oh, Mark Hamill." You know, there's some actors that, like, to me at least, like, they just look too, like, I know he's in like every movie ever, but The Rock for me,
he's just
like
The Rock.
he's The Rock. So like I see him and I'm like, oh, it's The Rock. Oh, The Rock's acting. That's funny.
That's Nick Jonas.
That's really cool.
Oh, that's cute. Look at him.
Yeah, look at him. He's made so much money.
You go, little Rock guy. That's me for Nick Jonas, except I just think Nick Jonas is a bad actor. It's just Nick Jonas doing whatever the script says. Like, every time I see him, I'm just like, oh, that's just Nick.
He was good in Jumanji.
No, that's just Nick. He was just Nick. That's like his everyday personality. He was just on screen in a jacket.
Yeah, but I mean,
I don't know who
very
Nick
much argue
Jonas
that,
like that, but
you know, as much as everyone loves Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, I was like, that's just Robert Downey Jr. Like, he's very different to every Iron Man before him because he's just Robert Downey Jr.
yeah.
So, by the same token, I would argue he doesn't actually act very well in those films. Like, he does the emotion bits, I guess, very well. Like, but as a character piece, it's not great. Does that make sense? I don't think.
I feel like I get what you're saying. I think he's a good actor, because he's good in other things. But I get what you're saying. He was like Iron Man. I think
he very made it.
Was successful because of how, like,
he is.
Yeah, like charismatic and like because it's Robert Downey Jr., right? So it's, I think it yeah. But because he was really good in Oppenheimer.
I haven't seen it. I'll take your word for it. Like you say, I don't doubt that he's good in other things. And like I say, he's not like he does that bad. Like he is very emotional and stuff. Certainly in like Endgame. But
Endgame, yeah, like his stuff like later in the end. I think he got better and better every movie he was Iron Man. Personally,
yeah, probably. But yeah, I think that was it because in the later ones they actually brought like a more human aspect to it. He wasn't just a playboy. He
wasn't just billionaire playboy philanthropist.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like you take away the suit from you, Iron Man. What are you, billionaire playboy philanthropist? And he's like, oh yeah, that's fair. Yeah. You got us.
I now understand what's your point. Like, that sounds great.
It's like, oh no, he's got a point. That's pretty great. That's funny. So I'm trying to think of. I'm trying to remember what the name of that Justice League cartoon that I really like.
I was just thinking about stuff actually. Does that mean that you didn't watch the 90s Spider-Man cartoon? You'd been too young. That's
no, I don't think I would have.
Oh my god, it's on Disney Plus. Watch it. It's so good. It's like why I like superheroes.
It was a TV show, I'm thinking. It was just called the Justice League. The one I'm talking about. And apparently it was only 2 seasons.
Yeah, that was a good show.
I really like this show. Yeah, Kevin Conroy. Yeah.
I will be right back.
Okay.
Anyway, Gianna's gone. We can say what we really think about her.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
Wonderful.
Yeah. That's the truth. Honestly, a top tier of person, you know?
Yeah.
She just left the room. So just the best. What a absolute darling of a person. Brings me so much joy in my life.
Right.
Yeah, Gianna's cool.
I like to see a Tony happy.
Yeah, and Gianna does that. We're both just weird enough. Which is really, like, what you need. Is that, like, your weird isn't too much for them.
I look for a partner who's sufficiently lacking in normal.
I can say that jokingly, but it's like, I don't think a normal person would,
Would like me. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I know for well that normal people don't like me. Even a lot of other weird people think I'm a bit of an odd one.
What's
I just
normal?
don't think.
That's a good point. What is normal? I mean, like, I don't know. People that, like, aren't us.
The common trends of society, whatever they may be at the time, is what normal is.
Mm-hmm.
This is the thing that I think people don't get, is that there is definitely a defined normal, but it just is a changing thing.
Yeah, it's constantly changing. But, like, they're weird in a different way. That's true. Yeah, I guess the concept of normal is very interesting. But probably for me, I would define normal as person who does not spend 95% of his free time at the computer, which I do. And so smile.
Yeah, as long as you're happy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy. I love doing what I do.
And keep it up.
Yeah. People touch grass. Ew. See, yeah, okay. That's the line. If you touch grass, you're normal. Like, do you touch grass every day? That's a normal person. You know?
I don't, but I wish I did.
Yeah. But that would make you normal if you touch grass every single day.
I don't think it would. I just don't think like normal people. My brain works
Disgusting.
differently.
Gianna, how many days a week do you touch grass?
Like 2
Out of... Okay. Yeah.
out of 7.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Out of. In case there's a different number in your week.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's a long week. I don't like going out. I try to be better about wanting to go places, but I like being home. I think I prefer home.
I mean, that's fair. But, I don't know. I'd like to go out more. I'd like to take Clara to the park more than I do. I used to do that a lot last year. I haven't really done it until this year.
I, really used to like going out and playing sports, but I do not know anyone that plays sports anymore. So it has very much affected my life.
We just gotta find you a rec league.
Yeah, but they don't really... There's not, anything like that around here that I wouldn't have to drive, a crazy long distance to get to every time.
We'll find something.
I'll play with you, Tony.
Thank you.
Because I don't like sports. I don't like watching sports, but I enjoy playing with friends. Like, if it's
So
just like a casual...
Snow
You know what
said
I mean?
she's very shy and not much of a social person, and that she doesn't really have IRL friends to hang out with. That is a big thing, too. Because if you don't have people you're actively going to see in real life, and that you want to actively go see, there's definitely less incentive to leave the house if there's not someone, or if you don't have, for example, not to be too funny, I would leave the house a lot less if I wasn't dating Gianna, because Gianna wants to go do things. So I go do things with Gianna, but 95% of the time I would not have gone and do that thing normally.
It's true. Most of the time I go, hey Tony, I bought tickets to do this thing. And he goes, oh, okay.
It's like, oh, interesting.
And I go, you're coming with me. He goes, oh, okay.
It's like, oh, okay, I guess I won't be home on that day.
And I'm like, it's going to be fun. And then he has fun.
Yeah, it's always fun. But it's always like I don't think I definitely would have not made this purchase on my own. That doesn't mean I don't have a great time. But it's just different because it's I would never have thought to do it.
If anything, it would make you appreciate Gianna more.
Yeah, definitely.
Things now.
It is true.
Yeah.
I would have not have. I've gone to. What I'll say this is a true statement. I've gone to like 100, probably way more than 100%, but we'll say for the sake of saying 100% more concerts in the last year or so, or less than a year, than I have my entire rest of my life.
And we still have 4 concerts for the year.
Yeah. So like this is so much more than live music than I've ever seen before. And now I like live music.
I love live music. I don't get to go anywhere near as much as I'd like to.
Even if we just go to a bar and they have a band, like, you know, some local Joe Schmo, I'm just like, yes! Live music! Like, and usually the local bands around here are really good. We have a friend who's in a band.
Yeah, our friend in a band. I love seeing them. And yeah, I mean, like, you never know what band is going to be the next, like, big band to blow up, and it'd be real fun if you saw them and then they blew up.
Mm-hmm.
And you could be like, I'm a hipster of them. So I also said, I also don't do social things like drink or party or attend events. Yeah, so drinking is definitely, like, once you hit a certain age, is part of a lot of social events.
It's why I didn't really socialize when I was at uni.
Yeah.
Drink, I couldn't be bothered with drink.
Yeah, and, like, everyone wants to go have a drink somewhere, right? For example, like, Gianna has a group of lovely friendos, and 95% of the things that I've gone to them with have been at bars. You know what I mean? And I drink, but, like, I don't, I wouldn't probably have gone out to a bar very often in the past. Like, I would go if, like, a few friends were like, hey, let's go out. It's that big. Okay.
Then we drag a Tony out and he has a great time.
Yeah. I know what I can drink, Snow. So, theoretically, yes, I do have to be careful. But, like, I know what to order, what things I can have. I stick very strictly to the same few things. And yeah. So it's sort of how I am, like, with getting takeout. If I know I can safely eat at a place, it just is like one of the place we found. Obviously, we're not going to say where it is or who it is or anything like that. But we recently found a Chinese place who specifically makes things gluten-free. So, like, they have, like, a separate way they do things to make it gluten-free. And I had General Tso's chicken for the first time in, like, I don't know, God. A decade at least. Or more.
Mm-hmm.
So good. So good. I made Gianna get... No, I didn't make Gianna, but Gianna had chosen an item that also comes gluten-free. And I'm like, what if you got the gluten-free sauce? And Tony tried some. And she was like,
good?
She was like, yeah, did you notice that, like,
No.
would you have thought any...
No, I thought it was the same.
Okay. So I'm like, that was delicious. That place is now my go-to Chinese place. Love it. Capital L, love it. You just like bubbly appy juice? Bubbly appy juice is awesome, by the way.
Good.
Like sparkling apple juice.
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo! That's some good stuff.
Love that shit.
I just like apple juice. I legitimately, in the last, like, few months, I probably have had apple juice, like, 2 or 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
We go to a little coffee shop, and they have little juice boxes, and occasionally I'll get an appy juice.
Yeah, it's good apple juice. Sometimes you get a fruit punch.
I have gotten a fruit punch on a few occasions as well. I got, like, a very berry one once. Wasn't as good.
I'm not a big fan of the berries.
I'm a big fan of berries, but just that juice
Like the
was
berry
not great.
flavoring.
Oh, yeah. Artificial berry?
Yeah.
Depends. It depends when it comes to artificial berries. I like blue raspberry, which I know I mentioned this a lot, but still to my day, my mind is so confused that blue raspberries aren't blue. Or raspberries aren't blue.
Yeah.
That was such a what?
They do be purple.
I think they're red.
Red.
Oh, no, I'm thinking blueberries. Blueberries are deceptively purple.
talking about
My
too?
apologies.
You can't be colorblind too.
No, I'm not.
It's a very important part of the relationship you bring is the color vision.
It's very important for the genetic pool.
Yeah, you have to see colors for anyone's sake. Blueberries are purple, yeah, which that confuses me too. I don't know why you would call them blueberries.
Raspberries
They're
are
sort
red.
of blue. They're blue on the outside. They're just purple on the inside.
On the inside.
They're like a very dark blue on the outside.
Yeah.
The name blueberry to me suggests that the berry is blue. You know? Blackberries are a very dark purple. Blackberries aren't black.
That is also true.
Yeah, blackberries.
Who was... Okay, hold up. Who the fuck got to name these things?
Some butthole.
Yeah, because clearly they have no idea what they're talking about. Are they colorblind too?
Well, guys are most likely to be colorblind. So
Yeah, I was going to say, it's almost impossible in women, isn't it?
It's not impossible, but it's
No, I said
very
almost
less like...
impossible.
Yeah. A botanist, true. Yeah.
But it's like...
some Joe Schmo making up
maybe
names.
it was like to deceive people or something. You know, like the countries, Iceland and Greenland.
How
where-
Greenland is full of ice and Iceland's full of green.
Yeah, because it was done deliberately to get people to invade the shitty country and leave the good country alone.
Throw people off.
Yeah. So maybe there was some like botanist who wanted all of the good colours to themselves.
Oh.
Maybe.
Maybe they were just like, I want the term... Blueberry sounds so much better than purple berries.
Yeah.
It just
They
rolls
didn't
off the
like
tongue
purple.
better.
Purple berries. Blueberries. Yeah, blueberries just... I know blueberries is a thing, so maybe that's why it sounds better.
Maybe.
No,
The
it's 'cause
blueberries
it
does sound...
It's
yeah,
nice.
because the BB. Also, blackberry also fits that too. The BB.
Alliteration.
Alliteration.
Alliteration for the nation.
Alliteration for the nation. Guess what? Guess what? Okay, I'm going to guess that you... Fuck, strawberries aren't berries? Is it because the seeds are on the outside?
I think that might be the classification, actually.
Yeah. I don't know what
That's
else would... So what is it? It's just a fruit?
I believe so.
Okay, yeah, that is
yeah,
why.
It's a fruit if the seeds are on the inside, isn't it? That's why a tomato is a fruit.
So then, like... Okay, if a strawberry isn't a berry, it is a fruit, right? Because...
Did you also know technically a peanut is not a nut?
Is a peanut not a nut?
No, it's a type of peach.
Like, actually?
It's in a pod.
Yeah.
It's a shell.
So is a green bean shell. That holds all the peas inside.
How are other nuts? Like, are they not in shells?
Some nuts are fine. I don't know.
But they're in shell. Like, a cashew isn't a shell. Huh.
I don't know why. I don't have the facts to back this up. I just remember being told.
CK's like, someone told me this and now I'm telling you. Don't
No,
ask any
what?
other questions.
It's not like someone told me. I saw it on a proper like TV show, like about weird facts and stuff.
Legumes?
It wasn't just like, wasn't just, like
Legumes?
some random person.
That's what peanuts are? Legumes. Guess what are berries? So guess which berry... Oh, so these things that you might not consider a berry, that is a berry?
Yeah, there's
I don't know
loads of them.
what else. I feel like my mind's going to be blown. Bananas is a berry? Pineapple's a berry. Huh.
Have we just melted Tony?
Yeah, because it's just like, these aren't things that, you know, like, it doesn't have the word berry in it, right? So, that's my number one giveaway that something is a berry, is that it has the word berry in it. Very
Generally
shocking,
speaking,
you know?
if something has berry in it,
Very
it's probably
shocking.
not a berry, actually.
Yeah, it turns out that it's more likely to be a lie.
It's basically because school teaches everything wrong. It's like when, at school you were taught there were 9 planets in our solar system when there's only 8.
I love Pluto.
Well, that's fine, but Pluto has literally never been classified as a planet in any actual science thing ever.
Oh wait,
it's
really?
Only just yeah.
I thought they changed the classification.
No, it's always been a dwarf planet in actual grown-up science. I think it was just commonly called a planet because it made life easier. But it's never fit in with the definition of what a planet is.
Damn.
But education is silly.
That's crazy.
It's easier to teach kids things that are convenient than to teach kids things that are correct.
Huh. What? What?
What?
I don't know. So what?
What? I know.
So what?
What?
Oh, my brother says watermelons too. Oh, I need to ask a question for the sake of my sanity. I need to ask you a question for the sake of my sanity. As far as I know, no, I am not a berry.
Important
But that would be what you would think if you were a berry.
Then maybe I am a berry.
Yeah.
With the things that have been listed as berries, I'm starting to think I might be a berry. Steel, what is it? Steel was a Counter-Strike player.
Steel is a medal.
Who was an in-game leader for I Buy Power. There was a professional video game player. You gotta go. Okay.
I was going to let you finish your thought.
Yeah, there was a player named Steel, spelled S-T-E-E-L and lowercase s. So I'm not technically wrong. It was a professional Counter-Strike player. But you caught me off guard with that one? Yeah. Because I'm not technically wrong. Steel's a person.
Mm-hmm.
What is it other, though, besides metal?
Probably a mineral, maybe?
It could be a mineral, I guess.
Probably not.
I don't know what the, Tony's got to walk Gianna out real fast, so he will be back. Gianna has to get going.
I do have to skedaddle, folks, and my apologies.
So,
right. Enjoy your
skedaddling. CK, you're in charge, CK. I believe in you. Juan said bye, Gianna.
Bye. Bye, CK. Bye, Juan. Bye, Snow.
Okay, I will be back shortly, but until then, CK, you.
I can't believe I'm being trusted with the podcast. What's everyone want to talk about? Hey, everyone should you should all just leave kind things to say to Tony in the chat, so when he gets back, he's got lots of kind things to read. That would be a really nice idea. Things like, Tony, I don't hate your face, or Tony, I've never once wished you were eaten by crocodiles. Tony has a lovely face, you've seen it. Oh man. Everyone's seen Tony's face except me. He was being geographically challenged. What did I have for dinner today? That's a good question. I was thinking maybe sausages. But I do have sausages a lot. You have dinner? I mean, I've had my first dinner. Life is weird for me. I had dinner at yeah, you shouldn't skip meals. No matter who you're being angry or spiteful towards, it's always worth eating because you need to look after yourself. And hurting yourself isn't gonna punish others, it's only going to punish you. And if you're angry at yourself, then you should eat anyway, because you'll get over it. Basically, don't skip meals. That's what I'm saying. It's the moral of this ramble. Ramble? Thanks. Chris isn't good at talking. My point is, Snow, that people like you and care about you, and even if you're not one of the people that likes you and care about you, you should look after yourself for the people that do. I'm not good at small talk either. I'm not good at big talk or small talk. Just talk. I rarely have long-term friends. There are a lot of people that like you, though, and would like to hang out with you, like, all the time. I think you're a person who's liked more than you realise you are. Because lots of people tell me about how good you are. Then isn't it good that you've got your best friend who's done that? Stop me despite my disappearing spells. It's good. I'm glad you found a friend who will stick with you. Because you deserve it. You know, I feel like in the last sort of year or two, I've lost a lot of friends, or grown further away from ones that are still around. So it's really important that if you've got friends that do stick around, that you appreciate them. He's a persistent motherfucker. Well, that's good. I think being persistent, he keeps me alive. Awesome. I'm glad he does, because I like the fact that you're alive. Say well done from me. He likes to not listen. That's good. The crazy one for sure. I think like sometimes a bit of craziness is necessary, though, isn't it?
Aha! Hi.
And that's why we should never put an erection into fires. Hey, Tony. Sorry, we were just...
Tony has a lovely face. I've seen it. Snow has seen my face. I did send her Snapchat. Might skip dinner out of anger and spite. No, please eat. That word just I rarely have long-term friends. The only friend who stuck with me is my best friend. He stuck with me despite... Oh, is this Myth? You talking about Myth? Is Myth the... I assume it's Myth.
It's Tony trying to pretend that he was involved in our conversation.
I just try to catch up, and I'm like, from what I know about Snow, that someone who is persistent, doesn't listen, and is crazy, out of the friends they know Snow has, I think Myth fits the bill.
what happened, Jamie, right? Is you were like, hey, just like fill 5 minutes while I'm away, and we got surprisingly real.
Oh, cool.
Things got deep. It was important.
Oh, it's nice when you get real sometimes.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's always important to do.
Oh.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah.
How you doing?
I'm okay.
Yeah. But really, not just like I'm alright. Like, how's life? Something you need to talk about? How you doing?
Things are not great right now. But just, you got to get through sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
We recently, unfortunately, had a death in the family. So things have been a little crazy because of that.
Sorry about that.
But,
Yeah.
it's just life sometimes,
Mm-hmm. Also, I do understand that I've just asked you this, but also it's occurred to me that this is being recorded for your thing. So if you don't want to talk about personal things, like
It's okay. Yeah. I thought about it for a second before I said it.
I do think hey, just everyone just sometimes like check in on your friends, like not just like a hey, how are you, but like a how actually are you, like really.
Yeah,
sometimes.
I agree. I think it's very important to check on people. You never know how their day's going.
Yeah, I very much feel like a lot of the time I have two different answers. Like I have on a day-to-day basis, I'm fine, like nothing's gone wrong as such. But like on a greater scheme of things, it's like, well, actually, my health's pretty terrible. My mental health is pretty hit and miss. Like so. Like I could. It depends sort of which answer they're looking for. Is it just like a, are you ill?
Yeah, exactly. No, I feel you. It's hard too when you have health problems. Don't they have to take the Gianna down? Yeah, she's not here anymore. Sad. Don't want to give the misleading information.
No, you can take down the Gianna and you can put up the CKs here. I assume you've got one of those.
Yeah, it's right there. See, it says your name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is hard. Like having like health issues it's not fun because it's just sort of like it's not something I ever want to talk about. It's not fun. Like to talk about my own health issues. Like if someone else is telling me about their stuff, I'm happily gonna talk to them about it. But yeah, it's like health sucks. It's hard sometimes.
Yep. Sure.
It's not easy being cheesy.
I disagree with that one.
You think it is easy being cheesy?
Yeah. I feel like I'm often cheesy. But yeah. Hey, so Tony. What's your favorite film?
My favorite film.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask earlier when we were talking about films.
That's hard to pick like one film. While I'm thinking, Snow said, "I'm sad again. Love my life. I'm sorry you're sad."
Why are you sad? Is there any way we can cheer you up and make you feel better?
Yeah, let us know.
Because I think a Snow's pretty awesome.
Yeah, Snow's very cool. Snow's a good friendo. My favorite film. My favorite film. My favorite film.
If you're struggling, you can do like a top 3 or something.
I'm sorry, Snow. Yeah, it's not easy to forget people. From my experience, it really is like one of the few things in life where the statement like time heals is true. Because I think like a lot of times people will be like, oh, you just gotta, wait for this to go through, wait for it to stop. And like from my experience, like the heartbreak of something like that ending is something that really is only healed by time. That's at least from my own personal experience. Obviously, everyone is gonna, react to things their own way. They're going to, for lack of a better term, cope with things their own way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. I think I've told you this before, but my relationship before Gianna, obviously, just as a caveat, amazingly happy. Gianna is such an amazing person. I'm so lucky to be with her. But I don't talk about my past to, like, dismiss anything that's going on right now or anything. It's just to share my own pain throughout the years. Is the relationship I was in before this was a 3-year long relationship, which, for example, like compared to CK's relationship, that not long, but like compared to a lot of relationship is very long. It was the longest relationship I've ever been in my entire life.
Sure. But to give you like some clarity, like my longest relationship before Katie was 2.5 months.
Yeah.
Like, 3 years is a very substantial amount of time.
Yeah. And for that 3-year relationship with an ending, I'm not gonna lie to you, it took me like 2 years maybe to get over her. Like it wasn't like a quick thing, it like it's like a slope, right? There's this gradual slope that is angled from most direct pain to less. And there are times where it like peaks, right? It's like, obviously if you think of a certain thing, it's gonna peak. But yeah, like it took me a while. I didn't date again afterwards. There was probably a minimum of like a 3-year gap in between me dating again. Yeah, I think I took probably as long of a gap in between dating again before as the relationship was long. Because it's hard. It's hard to get over people. Like, it's not easy. It's hard to get over people in many ways. Not even just like a romantic relationship. Even like friends that like I have, I'll say lost. They're obviously alive, but like you just for whatever reason you're not friends anymore. Whether there was a fight or they just blew up on you for no reason, you never know. It's hard to be like, yeah, that person's not in my life anymore, and I don't really quite understand why any of that happened, but I just have to keep going.
Yeah, I've definitely gone through, like, that's something I was talking about when you were away. Like, I definitely feel in the last few years that I've lost, or even if I haven't lost necessarily, but I've grown apart from a lot of friends. And as somebody who does often suffer with loneliness anyway, that sort of realization has been quite difficult.
Yeah. That's not easy, It's also never fun to like realize where you are sometimes. because it's like, for example, it's like if in that case, like, where you realize it's like, yeah, I've grown apart from a lot of friends. It's so fun to be there because it's like, it's also like for me a lot of times in this situation, CK, I don't know if you feel similar. The friendships that like have lost or faded, it's sort of like, you know, phones work both ways. So like phones and messaging services, whatever you use to talk to that person, it works both ways, right? So the fact that you didn't message them to reach out and it faded, they also didn't reach out to you either. You know?
Right.
So it, like, I don't know if it ever helps, but it is like an equal thing. It's not like one-sided most of the time.
I don't know. I actually feel like the reason I've come to the realization, at least in my case, is because a lot of the time I'm reaching out and just getting nothing back.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like, well, why do I keep putting effort into this?
Yeah, no, I mean, unfortunately, if that is the case, then it's hard. Like, I definitely have friendships like that, too, where it's like, I could either continue to reach out and get no response, or stop reaching out and see if they ever message me. And it's, from my experience, it's never worked the other way around.
No, it would be a hard no.
Yeah. So it's hard. But then I also lately have been thinking, a lot of things in life, at least to me right now, is about quality over quantity. You know what I mean? Like, if you told me I could have 100 friends who we barely talk to each other, but we're all friends, or I could have like 3 friends who we talk to each other often, and you know, it's a more of a quality friendship, I would take the 3. You know?
Yeah.
I would do it any day.
I think that's the right decision.
So Snow said, a relationship of any variety requires all parties to work. That is very true. I stopped talking to people because things go sour or lose touch with emotions connected to them. Yeah, there are many reasons why a friendship might end, you know, or there are reasons why you grow apart from someone. And that they're valid. They are valid things.
Yes, yeah. Like, everybody's feelings are valid in these sorts of situations. Well, in any situation, your feelings are always valid. But if the other party isn't taking them into consideration, then that's not good enough. And likewise, if you don't take somebody else's feelings into consideration, then you need to be better too.
Yeah.
Yes, I don't know. My sort of outlook on things is just like, hey, the world is pretty shit. I don't know if people have noticed that. If you like, look, everything's a bit crap. So like, if we can all do our part to like look after each other and just not be awful to each other, and then we can all just get through things a bit better. And that seems like a worthwhile endeavor.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. It's part of, like, that's one of my favorite things that, like, about you, CK, is like you're spreading wholesome, and like you always definitely, I don't think anyone would ever argue this, CK always makes the world a better place. I've never seen a CK interaction and been like, the world's worse for this. It's like, no, the word is always way better for a CK.
I assure you, a lot of people who would believe CK interactions are not a good thing.
Well,
No,
they
it's always
they suck and they don't count because this is a bias survey. Get wrecked, nerd.
But no, thank you.
Yeah.
So, I do try and do my best. I don't. It's just, I don't know. Even on like a smaller scale, you know, rather than talking about the world being shit, my personal world has too much drama in it, and I do not want it. I do not have time for it, and I wish it would go away. Let's all just be nice and get on with things.
Snow, it's my internet. Just so you're not going crazy. My download speed's awesome right now. My upload is not doing too good. Can't tell you why. Because it was doing awesome before.
Gianna left, and she's actually got a
maybe
booster on her.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think Gianna is an internet booster somehow. Which I don't know if she should be concerned about that.
Marginally radioactive, it's fine. But your YouTube uploads for this, they don't go from the stream, do they? They go from your TeamSpeak recording? Question mark.
Yeah, so I do a recording in OBS at the same time I'm streaming.
Yeah.
And it's the recording that is used. I don't cut from the stream.
Yeah.
To use it.
I was going to say, so even if the stream's buffering,
it doesn't matter. Yeah.
Yeah. Your YouTube will still be okay. So if there's anything that people miss, they really want to hear, they can still.
100%. You always can. There's always a way.
Look at me.
And
YouTube like a champ.
Yeah, youtube.com/HydroxideAnt. You know, ZK's got those plugs ready to go.
No, you don't need to fight people. People annoy me. They're just not worth my time. I can't be bothered with it. Like I say, there's too much drama, and I just don't need it anymore. But I appreciate you having my corner.
Mm-hmm. Fun times.
Yeah.
You know what I want? I want a weasel.
You want a what?
A weasel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would have a weasel. We need Gianna back. It's true. More ways than one.
I didn't mean to go deep and real on your light-hearted podcast. Tony's like, we're gonna do some light entertainment. We're gonna have some nice chats. And he left me alone for 2 minutes, and then look what happened.
And then look what happened.
So, oh no, he left the email in charge. Sorry. This weasel you were after.
Yes.
Is it a pickle carrying weasel?
Oh.
Or just a regular weasel? I
honestly would take a regular weasel, but if you could find one that does carry a pickle around with them, yeah, I would take it.
Okay. I didn't want you to get a wrong weasel by accident.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Yeah, I wish I could tell you why my internet does this, because it hasn't been bad for the entire week. And then just suddenly, pretty much as soon as I step away for to go outside real fast to walk Gianna out, the internet gets really fucky.
Weird.
Yeah. You know, it happens. Things happen. What can you do?
For the sake of your internet. There you go.
Aww.
For the sake of your internet.
Yeah, I was gonna wrap up here anyway. So thank you everyone for watching. We are gonna end the podcast here. We're gonna find somewhere to raid out to. So thank you everyone for watching. Love you all, and we will catch you next time. Bye everyone.
Bye.